Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the 5 best 27-inch gaming monitors under $200 in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks. Then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a 27-inch gaming monitor under $200. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. MSI G27C5. The best gaming monitor under $200 available in a 27-inch size is the MSI Optix G27C5. It's a fairly well-built option with limited ergonomics, but most gamers should appreciate its very good gaming performance. Its 1080p resolution may be too limiting if you also use it for work, but it isn't too taxing on your graphics card. It has a high 165Hz refresh rate with FreeSync variable refresh rate or VRR support and G-Sync compatibility to reduce screen tearing. Its response time at its max refresh rate is good, but it's still fairly quick at 60 Hz, but you may notice some motion blur at this refresh rate. It has a black frame insertion feature, but sadly it doesn't flicker below 120 Hz. Input lag is incredibly low and stays low with VRR enabled, which is great. It's a great choice for darkroom gaming because of its VA panel and great contrast ratio, so blacks appear as they should. Number 4. HP 27F. The best gaming monitor under $200 that you can also use for work or other uses is the HP 27F. This well-rounded model offers decent gaming performance that should please casual gamers. The 1080p resolution may be too limiting if you also plan on using it for productivity, but it's still good enough for most uses. It has incredibly low input lag that's equally as low even when gaming with VRR enabled, which is great. It has a 75Hz refresh rate, which may not be enough for competitive gamers, but the FreeSync support is a nice addition for casual gamers to a monitor in this price range. Its response time at 75Hz is decent, and it's a bit slower at 60Hz, so you may notice some motion blur. It has wide viewing angles, ideal for co-op gaming, and if you game in a bright room, it has great reflection handling and decent peak brightness. Number 3. Lenovo Q27Q10. If you want something with an even higher resolution, then check out the Lenovo Q27Q10. It has a slower response time than the HP 27F, so you may notice even more motion blur. However, the 1440p resolution delivers clear text and is great for productivity. In terms of gaming, it performs very similarly to the HP, as it has a 75Hz refresh rate, FreeSync support, low input lag, but the main difference is that it's also G-Sync compatible with NVIDIA graphics cards. It also has built-in speakers, so you don't have to buy any external setup if you don't want to. Sadly, it's also not suggested for darkroom gaming as it has a low contrast ratio, but it has decent peak brightness and great reflection handling if you want to use it in a well-lit room. If you want the best gaming under $200 in terms of versatility and a 1440p model, look into the Lenovo. Number 2. LG 27MP59GP. Meet the LG 27MP59GP 27-inch gaming monitor. LG has brought something that'll wow you with its full HD IPS display and dynamic action sync. With it, you can optimize and fast-pace your gaming, thereby minimizing any input lag. With a dynamic action sync, personalized game mode, and black stabilizer, no gamer would ask for something different. The black stabilizer allows you to keep visibility even in darker scenes. The LG stabilizer senses when scenes become darker and brightens them. It'll be game time always, thanks to LG. Enjoy a host of great gaming features and take your gameplay to the next level. The performance gaming features include the 1 millisecond motion blur reduction and the AMD FreeSync that provides smooth and responsive gaming. In addition, you have a heap of features allowing you to optimize your game to your preferences. Number 1. BenQ GL2760H. Meet the extremely fast BenQ GL2760H 27-inch FHD monitor that meets your everyday needs. Be it gaming, office or home use, this rapid response product from BenQ is equipped with low blue light technology, ultra-high contrast ratio, and a fast 2 millisecond response time for your everyday use, regardless of the intensity. Armed with an LBLT, the experience with your eyes is well taken care of, minimizing any strain on your eyes. It also ensures the view lasts for the entire time without the user developing eye problems. Everything you see is perfectly rendered to give you the best, clearest, and smoothest images when watching movies or playing games. For everyday viewing, the machine is equipped with Sense i3 visual solution that delivers the best pictures in all preset modes: standard, movie, game, reading, M-Book, photo, and sRGB. Now that we've shown you the best 27-inch gaming monitors under $200, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. Firstly, refresh rate and response time. The refresh rate of a monitor measures the number of times the image changes or refreshes in the span of a single second. The higher the number, the smoother and more responsive using your PC will feel. 60Hz is the standard for most displays and probably what most of you are used to using. It's generally fine but isn't quite fast enough to pass as a real motion to our eyes. 144Hz is a high-end standard, common in gaming monitors, and fastly becoming more available, so they mostly feature in the under $200 price range and up. 144Hz boosts the refresh rate so much that people who use it report great improvements to their reaction time and overall user experience. This is because thanks to being closer to real motion, your reflexes are effectively being given twice the time to take in information versus a player with a 60Hz monitor. Response time, meanwhile, determines how quickly your monitor's responding to inputs. The lower the better, and you can expect quick 1 millisecond response times in this price category almost entirely across the board, depending on the panel type. And lastly, screen resolution. In the past, gaming monitors for under $200 would mostly only feature 1080p displays. These days, thanks to technological advancements, we start to see the odd drop in price for 1440p and 4K resolutions too. Knowing what resolutions to go for is another big factor to consider before buying any monitor. A resolution can have a massive impact on your system's hardware and FPS output, so for those that play graphically demanding games, the higher the resolution, the less FPS your system can theoretically output. Of course, when we're dealing with a budget of $200, it is less likely you'll see 1440p and 4K monitors of a high standard, and in actual fact most products on this list feature a 1080p resolution.